Good morning, class. Just realized that I am going to be unable to teach this presentation. I didn't have class on Monday, as you guys know, and then I'm going to be traveling back to Colorado Springs for professional development. So just going to go through this as if I was teaching the class. At any point, you can pause and do the work and then come back. So our objectives today are going to be to draft and revise a thesis statement for your upcoming research paper, organize your sources into bibliography cards, and create a formal outline for your research paper. All of these together is the 5.10 assignment. You can open that in your course. I think I also have a link to my Google Doc that you can open however you want to do it. And so you'll see your 3 questions: write a thesis statement, write a formal outline, and list 4 or more sources that you are including in your research paper. And I have a really cool way to include these right into Microsoft Word and save them so that you can create your works cited really easily, your bibliography, and it's pretty straightforward. So what makes a good thesis statement? I'm going to ask for specificity, clarity, and interest. This is my thesis statement. Nobody actually chose this topic, but this is Chinua Achebe's fiction, specifically Things Fall Apart, was a realistic depiction of the social change regarding missionaries and the colonial government in Nigeria during the 19th century. Very, very specific. This would be very simple to write about, just because I've already identified all the different elements that I would write about in this topic. So if you were in my Class Connect right now, I would ask you to post your working thesis on the board. Now this is the point when you feel like you have a working thesis statement where you've made some sort of claim that you know you can write about and support. You're going to move on to the next step. Okay, so you can choose to either organize your sources or start your outline. Next, I really personally would go to the sources because you need your sources, you need your research in order to create your formal outline. Okay, so I'm going to try to show you how to insert your sources into Microsoft Word, which will again save them and help you create a bibliography. So if you are in Microsoft Word, click on References and then Insert Citation. Oops. And it will actually allow you to add source information, like a new source. Okay, so add new sources. Then when you want to use it as an in-text citation, you'll just click again on Insert Citation and add a placeholder. I didn't know about this in college, and I hope that I have the opportunity to show you guys if you need me to go through it with you, because it saves so much time and it saves all your sources, so you never are risking losing them. It actually helps you create a proper citation as well. And then again, it creates that works cited page if you click on bibliography. It will generate works cited, or if you wanted to call it bibliography, we do call it works cited in MLA in senior English. So you will need at least 4 sources. One needs to be print. A couple of students have contacted me and said, I don't have a print source. Consider your Journeys anthology, your textbook. That's a print source. It's an anthology. I did send you guys email communication on how to cite an anthology, because you're going to have an anthology author and then you're going to have an author of the smaller work that you cited, so make sure to cite both of those. If you are looking for more sources online, consider Google Scholar. Usually there's going to be scholarly articles, literary criticism, items that are good to use for a research paper. And then, oops, I didn't know this slide was next. So your source cards, this is what it's going to look like when you click on Add a Source in Microsoft Word. You can select book, website, whatever kind of source it is, add all this information, and OK, click OK. And these will be your digital bibliography cards, which is really fantastic because it saves them. You can produce your works cited. So going back, plagiarism policy, I like to make sure to mention this to students. Our policy is that if you plagiarize the first offense, you receive an automatic 0. I do call you and your learning coach, and it's documented so the whole school, all the teachers in the school can see it. Second offense, automatic 0 on the assignment again. Third offense, that's when Miss Stevens gets involved, and fourth offense is a withdrawal from CPA. I absolutely 100% will catch you. Before the software, I was probably at about 80%, but now we have software to help me out, so please just don't, okay? If you need help, reach out to me. Don't sink to that level, please. All right, now our formal outline Now next is our formal outline. This is the website that I would like you to go to and watch the video on creating an outline and organizing your paper. I'll make sure you can actually click on that link. I think I'll just attach the slideshow to my email. Make sure you place your thesis statement at the beginning. This helps to focus you, and it also helps to have it right in your outline at the end of your introduction, because that's where you'll put it. You'll list your major points that support your thesis, labeling them in Roman numerals. List supporting ideas or arguments for each major point, label them in capital letters. And then if applicable, if you can get that, that detailed, use those subpoints. If you're not there yet, that's fine. And here is the assignment again. All this information I just went over is going to be inserted into your 5.10 assignment, which is due on the 25th into the Dropbox. I will try my best to get you feedback right away, especially on this thesis statement, because if your thesis statement is not a working thesis statement, I want to make sure it is, so that you can get going on this research paper. You guys have been doing great work so far, so just reconsider this. Again, you're not really doing an exit ticket because we're not in class, but these are hopefully the 3 items that you feel more comfortable with at this point. And here's your launch. Don't stop when you're tired. Stop when you are done. You guys have Friday off of school. If you are behind, I highly suggest using Friday to work. I will be available via email on Friday. Otherwise, maybe relax a little bit, maybe read some of your sources, and have a wonderful weekend. I will see you guys all next week. Bye-bye.